everyone and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Yeah, it's been a while again, but I'm happy to finally gear up towards Planco 2 in November. And I have a lot of footage backlogged of a lot of projects that I either have finished or haven't finished and that I'm finishing up now for you guys. So at least it's out there and I can call quits on Planet Coaster and move on to Planco 2 when the time comes. But yeah, this is gonna be a nice Parisian style French themed build to the French Revolution actually. This is for a contest in the Jan's Discord and I think I won. It was just a fun little challenge. The piece limit was 25,000 pieces, which sounds like a lot, but I like to use a lot of pieces and more intricate designs that sometimes just require a lot of copy paste, like these roof tiles here, which are just brackets. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. I couldn't use TMTK, which was a fun challenge, and I think this was before I started doing the challenge park without any DLC or TMTK. Yeah, this has been on my hard drive for a very, very long time. I think more than a year at this point. But yeah, I'm finishing off stuff now, so I thought let's just get it out there. Here I'm constructing a little wall and the door. Wait, let me think what this was about. Okay, oh yeah, I took Assassin's Creed Unity as an inspiration for this. The Café Théâtre, which is like your main hideout in that game, was like perfect for this. Yeah, again, the goal of this contest was make something French with a 25,000k piece limit. And other people made like the Louvre and like Parisian streets or something in that order. I just made a small little plaza and just tried to put as much detail as I could into it. And I'm glad I finished this because there were some other contests as well, which I didn't manage to finish in time. And yeah, it's just different when you like work. It's different than 8 years ago. So yeah, it's been 8 years since Planco 1. But Planco 2 is on the way, so I'm really excited for that. Especially that you can now scale things, apparently, and move... also place objects on moving vehicles, like coaster trains and rides. Just the possibilities with that alone makes me very excited. And also maybe a better... sequencer thing, maybe hopefully with a timeline again like in the older games and any other editing program would be very exciting if that was the case. But yeah, I built a gate here and a wall. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using a lot of concrete pieces and small brackety type stuff and wood. A lot of the planks, this one plank I'm using here I like to use a lot because it's very small, or like very thin, I should say, and perfect for creating windows like this. Yeah, everything is custom here. Our windows are custom, every roof is custom. It was a nice challenge for me to really decide to make everything custom, and also the GNOME TMTK really is a challenge as well. And it made me realize the base game, the base game with DLC has a lot of objects to use, which you kind of forget if you're going to use TMTK every time you build something. It doesn't mean TMTK is bad or anything, but this was a nice refresher and made me a bit more creative. So that's fun. And that's also why I'm so excited for Planco 2, because there's some kind of like satisfaction in creating something with the tools you've given instead of like looking for a specific tool every time you want to make something, and it becomes less creative. Well, I wouldn't say less creative, but less unique, I guess. Even though you wouldn't. Well, yeah, whatever. I kind of cut out a lot of stuff here as well. Whenever I'm doing something again and again and again, I'm just cutting that out and skipping ahead. So here I copied that wall I made and just now it's an entire like house nearly. So making a little door here, trying to make it a bit different than the shape of the windows. And again, I'm using a lot of reference, right? That's the main key in Planco. If you want to build something nice, my advice is using a lot of reference images. I went in game, took a lot of screenshots, posted them in like a word. No, what's the word? What's the word? Like a mood board. Is that the word? I forgot what it's called, but that's the thing I'm doing now. Also, AI is really help. Like Midjourney and Dolly and all that stuff. You can just type in what you're looking for, and it gives you a pretty good result most of the time. I'm using these bushes a lot, which they're like flowers, but then I turn them all green, and then they're bushes I can use. Skipping ahead a bit again here. Using brackets for the roof, still the best thing to make these type of roofs with, in my opinion. Copying it around, and I'm selecting a couple, changing a bit of the color. Silv was the main inspiration for that type of roof, like, and then angling them a bit to make it look a bit more depth worthy. What's the word? Yeah, I'm not used to speaking a lot of English these days. I haven't made a lot of content in the past year, so forgive me for that. Anyway, a nice little window. I copied the window of the wall here and stripped it down to the bare basics, and then made a nice little curved roof for that, and now it fits in nicely. And there's just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. I tried to put some bit more character in it in the final stuff, like a cannonball hole, because this is during the French Revolution, right? So people dying, people getting their heads cut off, all that fun stuff. Very PG-13. But you can see how easy it is if you just have like a one section of a wall to basically copy paste it and like differentiate the word some different things, and then you have a reasonably good looking building without all too much effort put into it. Then here's like gonna be the main entrance of the building, which is like a hexagonally building type thing. I was struggling a bit with the width of the thing to adjust some stuff, and I don't know what that corner piece is, but I'm really glad I discovered it. I guess that fit in pretty well. If you see me doing this, turning things around, that's I hope there's gonna be an easier thing for that in Blanco 2, but that's how you make circles. And I just decided to cut that stuff out as well of the videos, because I'm doing it so much these days. Some nice decorations here. Anyways, I haven't really talked about Blanco 2 a lot. Well, not at all in my videos, because this is the first video in like nearly a year anyway. Oh no, I finished up the Aztec Dark Ride. Well, the Dark Ride is what it is. I decided to leave out all the voice acting and stuff, because I don't really have the time to finish all these projects off like perfectly. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of more stuff coming, but that's just like I would need to say blueprints that you can use in your own parks, except they're in a park file, because they're like 20k pieces, so that's just how it is. But like that, those were supposed to be full-on parks, and I just I go into ambitious, and that's also a lesson I'm taking with me to Blanco 2, that start out small, make one ride or one plaza, and if you want to expand from there or make something new. So I really looking forward to making some interesting water parks or something else. I'm curious to see how plazas will work now, because apparently you can make good looking plazas without having to cover them up with a roof tile or anything like that. Let's see what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, some walls to finish off that. You can see, how easy it is. You make your own wall, and then you have your own wall piece you can copy around. Some slight adjustments here, that's always fun. And the windows on the right side of this building are actually a bit different, as you can see, with the little curved top of the windows. So again, I took that all from the reference image. I'm not the best with coming up with things, intricate details, I would say, but I think this is how most people work, right? They have some type of reference. I mean, like painters from like the 18th century also looked at nature and see what they saw and painted it, whatever. It's always a bit of an interesting take. Also with AI coming up now, like what is original, what's copyright, and I try not to think too much about that. I just do what I want, and that seems to work out pretty well. But yeah, a little sun window on the top. And this is a bit of a longer video than I'm usually doing, but I felt like, why would I split this up in 2 videos? Just make it one video. And also thinking about maybe getting into some different type of commentary. I just talk a lot and not without any script or whatever, and sometimes that works out, and most of the time it's like, what are you talking about? Like now. But I also enjoy that, just a bit casual. Maybe I should doing these with other people and just like spar a bit, like I did it with Wix, with Blueboard and stuff. That's finished. It's also a year ago now, but that was also one of those projects that yeah, I have I like to procrastinate, but these days a lot less. Just with stuff that isn't Blanco, like actually stuff that matters a lot, like work stuff. That's yeah, I keep a tight schedule, but that's also a reason why Blanco kind of disappeared for me. And also, you guys, it's like an 8-year-old game, you know, the heydays of 2017, 18, 19. Oh, those days are basically a bit over. We did a lot of meetups, and I really hope that like gets going again with Blanco 2. I remember in 2017 there was this Planet Coaster meetup with like 100 people, 150 people from all over the world, mainly Europe. Even the Planet Coaster developers, some community managers were there, and that was just really fun seeing all these people with the same hobby, same interest. Well, you can make new friends, and those were the good days. I miss those days because now there's still some like hardcore people in there, but the community is really well, not strong, because the console edition kind of made a revival, right? Yeah, it's also just my perspective, of course, since I have a lot less time to build these things, and I have a lot of other interests as well. So maybe with Blanco 2, I get some really consistent motivation to make something nice again. Oh yeah, this is a different building, as you can see. This is more like plaster stuff instead of those rich Baroque type buildings. I had fun. Usually I would use like plaster pieces from Hydro TMTK stuff. This is just those small little castle windows turned backwards, and that makes a nice texture as well for plaster pieces. Much better than the pirate pieces because those are way too big and often grid based. But this is a nice solution. This is like a trick from like 2016, but like when TMTK came around, that became irrelevant. And then here are some brick pieces, and then I just copied this wall around a couple of times, changed some colors, and put the corner pieces of the roof here as well. And time to make some roof window thingies. Yeah, my commentary hasn't really improved, but whatever. If you're still watching now, congratulations to you. Maybe I'll live stream again sometime. I don't know. I'm also not sure if I want to make videos of those live stream parks, because I kind of deleted a lot of stuff that was built because like an ongoing organic sort of project, right? But that will be probably the last thing I will finish. I want to first finish off everything else. I've like got a Studio Spark thing coming up with a couple of really cool buildings, but again, that project. This is one, of course, that I'm finishing up now. What else? Some another industrial coaster type of thing for a contest that I didn't manage to finish in time. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Some fun couple of months. Just laid back. Time to get stuff in order and then go full ham, full beans when Blanco 2 comes out. Yeah, some planter flower things, and then I sunk some science into the wall here. More revolution type stuff. Yeah, I realized I needed to make this a bit dirtier to really fit into the French Revolution type thing. some knockdown walls. This is like a battle, like a civil war, right? So lots of stuff going on. I think I missed some footage here in a bit where I made like a little fountain and some trees and more rubble, but that's all right. Here we go. Yeah. The fountain is made out of gravestones, I think. Well, like a base fountain piece, and then I kind of covered it up with gravestones because the color didn't match with the rest of the build and it wasn't recolorable. Also, hope really that's a thing they're just gonna solve from the start with Blanco 2. Everything should be recolorable. That's a really that's a must. And a big must as well is interior lighting. I hope they fix that stuff because dark rides are a major staple of a lot of theme parks. So if you could do that better, it would be nice. And not, if you really want something dark, we shouldn't have to build underground or like only during the nights. Yeah, but I don't have high hopes for that. But we'll see. Some back wall. I'm also creating some backstage area here just to finish off the plot. Make it look nice. For the later builds that are coming, this is gonna be a white wall because backstage buildings were like, I would be doing the same thing over and over again, and people can make that themselves as well. So yeah, some drain pipes here. It's actually coming around pretty quickly now. Just talking nonsense seems to help. Yeah, I really like using this. What is it? The grave dirt stuff for dirt. We don't have dirt decals with the no TMTK stuff. Oh yeah, dirt decals. I hope those are in Blanco 2 as well from the start. Let's see. Oh yeah, found the centerpiece. Yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we will build here. It's always a bit of an interesting process to see where everything is going and if you like it or not, and what you will destroy or you get rid of. And this was all first try stuff that I was really happy with for the most part. Oh yeah, little carriage. This was a bit more of a challenge because I'm not really used to building vehicles. Especially you're stuck with the skill of these wheels, which are not perfect, of course, but whatever. Little carriage. Of course, no cars around in the French Revolution era Paris. So we also don't have horses without TMTK. So just the carriage. I had fun building this little thing, just using a lot of the same pieces again. Like I'm starting and coming back to a lot of the same pieces for these types of build. I like historical stuff, right? And those planks are just amazing, and all the spooky wooden stuff. And I really missed those when I started building a challenge park without DLC. That was the main thing I was missing, I think. So yeah, some nice golden details. In the end, I will also copy this one and make it red. So I have two carriages and using a lot of interesting building techniques to get this done. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is the rider's position. Driver, you could say. I don't know what the correct word is. Oh yeah, some stuff on top because it's gonna travel or whatever. People are leaving town. It's civil unrest, right? So the rich people are going to their rural villas and whatever. Some stuff to keep it in place. And I forgot what I wanted to talk about again. Maybe I should just change my recording style a bit. Just I like the way Moomin does it. He just talks about what's going on and then shuts up for a couple minutes and just shows you what he's building. Maybe that's better, but yeah, I'm a bit chaotic at heart, so I kind of like this too. A lot of rope. Apparently, they didn't trust the integrity of the rope and just used a lot of it. Let's see, is it nearly done? Come on. Some books, and that should be it. Yeah, I'm really happy with how much detail and character is in this little carriage. It fits nicely. Oh, here's the red one. And then some happy coffins because everyone is dying at this point. Everyone is getting their head chopped off. Some cannons, some details, a shovel. No, not a shovel. Wow, they need a lot of shovels. Some rubble because, well, I was coming down, right? Oh, yeah, French flag, of course. Let's see here. Yep. Oh, and here we start building the backstage area. This doesn't, well, it's not that interesting or whatever. It's just a nice way to speak to your imagination of what's going on backstage. And I really like the contrast of being so heavily in theme with something, and just having a generic, ugly like backstage area with some containers and a smoking area, whatever. Oh yeah, some scaffolding, which probably wouldn't be needed at all, but you know, it's just for looks, for the idea of it. Here as well. Yeah, it's pretty much coming together already. This was a fun thing to do. Like, this is easily manageable. It took me like a couple of weeks to build, quite some hours, but I was satisfied with the end result. And I think that's my main lesson I will take into Blanco 2, is just don't go too ambitious, especially at the start. Also for the YouTube format, it's just nice to have small things easily like organizable, and also have stuff out there for people to download and play around with, instead of just one park they visit, but stuff they can use in their own parks. So I will probably think of some series I'm gonna do with that, like a lot of other people, but that's what the game's for, right? Having this community thing. I'm excited to see how easy it's gonna be to play together with people, or like to interchange Spark files to build together on something. I know you can build simultaneously, but that's not really an issue for me. Anyway, I like to build alone and then just switch and whatever. Alright, nearly done here. Putting some vents on top. Yeah, just the standard stuff. You know what's up. The studio spec is amazing for this. If you really want to build backstage stuff, I recommend picking up the studio spec. Some foliage, and then we're actually... yeah, guillotine. Of course, you can't go French Revolution style without a guillotine. But that's basically been it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you didn't bitch me too much. I'm not sure how many videos are going to be here before Blanco 2, but I've got about 6 lined up anyways. This just like stuff that I want to put out there, and then we can call it a day. Then I'm happy. Maybe some Planet 2 ones as well, and then it should be fine. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you later. All right, bye, peace. Bye.